The window that turned into a movie theater. Chapter 1. The Little Girl and Her Window Once. Once upon a time, in a small yellow house at the end of Maple Street, there lived a 4-year-old girl named Lila. Lila had curly brown hair that bounced whenever she skipped, and her favorite pajamas were covered in tiny silver stars. Her bedroom was cozy, with shelves full of stuffed animals and a nightlight shaped like a smiling moon. But what Lila loved most in her room was her window. It wasn't very big, but it looked out onto the garden, where roses, daisies, and a tall oak tree grew. Every night, after brushing her teeth and hugging her teddy bear, Lila would climb into bed and peek through her window. Sometimes she saw the stars twinkling. Sometimes she saw the moon sailing slowly across the dark sky. And sometimes she saw nothing but the gentle shadows of the garden. But one very special night, everything changed. Chapter 2. A Strange Glow. It was a quiet evening. Mama had just tucked Lila into bed.
"Sweet dreams, my star,"
Mama whispered, kissing her forehead. Lila snuggled under her blanket, clutching Teddy, and turned her head to look out the window. At first, she saw the usual garden shadows. But then something unusual happened. The window began to glow. At first it was soft, like a candle. Then it grew brighter, like a lantern, until the whole frame of the window shimmered as though it were sprinkled with fairy dust. Lila sat up straight.
"Teddy, do you see that? Our window looks like it's turning on."
And then flick! Just like a movie screen, moving pictures appeared on the glass. Chapter 3. The Window Theater. The first thing Lila saw on the glowing window was not the garden. Instead, she saw an ocean with waves rolling gently. A dolphin leapt into the air, splashing sparkles of water. A seagull swooped across the sky. It was as if the window had become a giant movie theater, just for her.
"Wow, my window is showing me a movie."
She clapped her hands. She had been to the cinema once with Mama, but this was different. She didn't need popcorn or tickets. Her very own window had turned into a private theater. The dolphin winked at her.
"Hello, Lila,"
it said. Its voice was cheerful and bubbly, like water gurgling in a fountain. Lila gasped.
"You can talk?" "Of course,"
the dolphin replied.
"This is the window theater. Anything is possible here."
Chapter 4. The Dolphin's Adventure. The dolphin introduced himself as Finn.
"Would you like to join me on an adventure?"
he asked. Lila nodded eagerly.
"Yes, please."
The window shimmered again, and suddenly Lila felt the blanket around her loosen. A soft breeze lifted her, as gentle as Mama's hug. Whoosh! She floated right through the window and landed on a sandy beach.
"Welcome. Come swim with me,"
Finn said, splashing in the waves. At first, Lila hesitated. She was only 4, and the sea looked so big. But then she noticed that the water felt warm, like a bath. She stepped in, and Teddy hopped along beside her, surprisingly dry even though he was made of fluff. Together they rode on Finn's back, leaping over waves and exploring coral reefs. They saw rainbow-colored fish, a shy sea turtle, and even a crab who waved his claw like he was saying hello.
"This is the best movie ever, because I'm inside it."
Lila giggled. Chapter 5. The Garden of Talking Flowers. After the sea adventure, the window shimmered again. Lila found herself back in her bed. The pictures on the glass shifted and changed. Now she saw a meadow filled with flowers taller than her head. They swayed gently in the breeze, but then, they began to talk.
"Good evening, little visitor,"
said a sunflower with a booming voice.
"Hello, dear,"
whispered a daisy softly.
"Would you like to play hide and seek?"
giggled a tulip. Lila's eyes sparkled. She loved hide and seek. She tiptoed into the meadow, hiding behind a cluster of roses. Teddy tried to hide too, but since he was bright brown and fluffy, the flowers found him quickly.
You're it.
Laughed the tulip. The game went on and on, full of giggles and chases. Lila learned the names of all the flowers and even sang songs with them. She realized that every flower had its own personality, just like people. Chapter 6. Lessons from the Window. Night after night, the window showed Lila something new. Sometimes it opened into the clouds, where she bounced on fluffy white pillows with friendly birds. Sometimes it became a forest where squirrels told riddles and owls shared bedtime stories. Each adventure taught her something. From Finn the dolphin, she learned courage because trying something new, like swimming in the big sea, could be wonderful. From the flowers, she learned friendship because even if someone looks different, like a tall sunflower or a tiny daisy, they can still play together. From the owl, she learned patience because waiting for a story made it even more special. Lila began to understand that the window theater wasn't just about fun. It was also teaching her how to be kind, brave, and curious. Chapter 7. A Scary Night. One evening, the window glowed brighter than ever. But instead of showing happy dolphins or smiling flowers, it showed a dark forest with stormy skies. Shadows flickered across the glass. Lila pulled Teddy close.
I don't like this movie,
she whispered. Suddenly, a deep, growly voice rumbled from the window.
Who dares peek into my forest?
Lila's heart pounded. She wanted to hide under her blanket, but then she remembered Finn's words. Anything is possible here. Taking a deep breath, she stood tall.
I'm Lila, and I'm not afraid to say hello.
The shadowy figure stepped forward. It was just a big panda, not a monster at all. His fur was shaggy, and his eyes were kind, though his voice was loud.
Oh, most visitors run away,
the panda said, surprised.
Maybe they didn't know you just wanted a friend,
Lila said gently. The panda's growl turned into a chuckle.
You're braver than you look.
From that night, the stormy forest didn't seem scary anymore. Lila had learned that sometimes fear comes from not understanding something, and that kindness can turn fear into friendship. Chapter 8. The Secret of the Window. Weeks passed. Every night brought a new story. But one evening, as the stars twinkled outside, Lila asked her window a question.
Window theatre, why do you show me all these movies?
The glass shimmered, and a gentle voice answered.
Because you are a dreamer, Lila. Children who believe in magic can see the world not just as it is, but as it could be. I show you these adventures so that when you grow, you will carry courage, kindness, and imagination with you.
Lila's eyes grew wide.
So it's like you're teaching me?
Yes. Every story plants a seed in your heart. One day, those seeds will grow into the wonderful person you are meant to be,
the voice said softly. Chapter 9. Sharing the Magic. The next morning, Lila ran to Mama.
Mama, my window turns into a movie theatre every night.
Mama smiled, brushing Lila's curls.
That sounds like a beautiful dream.
But Lila knew it wasn't just a dream. That night, when the window glowed again, she whispered,
Window theatre? Can Mama see you too?
The window sparkled brighter, as if winking. And just for a moment, Mama, who came in to check on Lila, saw the flicker of dolphins leaping across the glass. Mama gasped softly. She didn't say anything, but she kissed Lila on the forehead and whispered,
Sweet dreams, my magical girl.
Lila smiled. She knew Mama believed her now. Chapter 10. The Endless Screen. From then on, the window theater became part of Lila's bedtime routine. Every night, After teeth were brushed and Teddy was tucked in, the window glowed and opened into another world. Sometimes the adventures were silly. Sometimes they were grand. Sometimes they were gentle and quiet, like watching fireflies dance. But no matter what, Lila always went to sleep with a happy heart, knowing she was learning and growing in the most magical way. And the best part? The window theater never ran out of movies, because imagination has no end.